understand you because I'm just like you in um in this aspect. So it's really hard to me today hide my emotions. It was kind of easy some years ago, but today it's not anymore. And Andrea, do you think our body speaks more than of words?
Me or another one?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think so. I think my body can speak more than my words. Totally.
Yeah, great. And what about you, Luana? Please introduce yourself. And do you think our body speaks more than of words?
So me?
Yeah, yours. I'm totally crazy tonight. So yeah, I called you I think Luana. Yeah, but it's you, Laura.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay, okay. No, it's fine. I'm Laura. I'm 28. I live in Campinas, São Paulo State, and I work as an instructional designer as a freelance. So I'm like autonomous, and yes, I think I share the Andrea's opinion. In my case, my body speaks more than my words. I had the same problem as Andrea. For example, if I'm in a work meeting, for example, and in I don't know, a negotiation, and if there is something that's not good, like my face will express that without any conscious, as Andrea said, like automatically it will express that. So, and yes, more than words, like because I think the body becomes first, like it came first, and then we can express speaking, but the body will pass like the message first.
Yeah, definitely. We can stop to think about what we will think well, what we will talk about. But it's really hard stop to think about our body will talk. So yeah, definitely it's a hard thing. And what about you, Camila? Please introduce yourself.
Yes. Hello, guys. My name is Camila. I am 39 years old. I live in São Paulo and I work as an accountant in a multinational company and live by myself. I don't have kids and I don't have pets either. And about the theme I was thinking about, because I agree with Andrea and Laura, but sometimes your face doesn't match with your thoughts. For example, when I am work, I'm really serious. But if I am in focus, for example, and I was like, and the people think, oh my gosh, she's so angry, but it's not true. And beside of this, because I think my expression it sometimes is really hard. I don't know why, but I felt this. Someone maybe has afraid to talk with me, but this makes maybe 1 2 minutes and then discover that I'm not this kind of person. But I think the first impression can change thought. But in talking about meetings, it's really hard. Sometimes I work without my camera open, and we need to pay attention because if you are with the camera open, you cannot turn your eyes if someone says something stupid, and you need to keep calm and a face, fake face, I guess. So sometimes it's really hard. I am trying to do it every day, but I know it's not easy. It's not easy.
Yeah, and especially in these immersions or when we are work from home, it's really hard understand these aspects of your body because we almost do not have contact. So in person, we can see each other, we can understand them, but here it's really hard, this kind of communication. And what about you, Larissa? Please introduce yourself.
Of course. So I'm Larissa, I'm 26 years old. I'm an architect. I work with landscaping. I live in Rio with my husband, and I'm also hostess here on Talk and Talk. My immersions are on Saturday at 3 p.m. So it's an invitation for you girls, Laura and Camila. And what else? I've been here on Talk and Talk since the pandemic as a student and since hostess as hostess since July last year. And my free time, I like to be with my family and friends and go outside, do some exercise, things like that. And yeah, I agree with you guys. I think my body say more than my words because I can control my mouth, control my tongue, but I can't control my face. And yeah, that's it. I think my body language is the first expression that what I want to say with words, using words. So that's it.
Great. Yeah. And girls, I was talking about this immersion, these environments that sometimes we can be misunderstood because we cannot show our body language. So it can bring some misunderstood to someone that is stuck with us. And here we are talking, we have our voice, we are with our camera open, but there is a specific moment that it's really hard express our feelings. That is text message. So, Camila, have you ever been misunderstood in a text message?
Yes, always. Sometimes I need to send an audio to explain what I should say for real, or just to make the message a little bit, I don't know how to say, the soft instead of, because sometimes in specific with my mom, it's a person that I think she cannot read what I am thinking, or she always thinking about, oh, my daughter is so rude, but I have to explain, Mom, I cannot talk right now. I am working. So I think it's really hard when we are thinking that the other person is inside of our head, our mind. And this is so hard because sometimes we are doing a lot of things and send a message really fast, and we think that the other person is obligated to understand. This is so difficult. I had these problems almost every day, and not related to work, but I think in the work we have to be really clear. But most with families, I guess it's really hard sometimes.
Yeah, and especially Jesus Christ, especially channels at the job, it's really hard to send a message of communication because we have just that text and we send to many people. So it's really complicated when you send a message that you can be misunderstood. And what about you, Larissa? Have you ever been misunderstood in a text message?
Yeah, it's happened to me because it's difficult to know my mood, my I don't know, because another person can't hear my tone of voice. So I know it's complicated, but I have some strategy to make more soft. As Camila said, I like to put a smile face on the final of the message, and I don't like to use the final dot because I think it's very serious. I don't know why, but I have this strategy.
We use a tree, right? Da, da, da.
Yeah.
Yeah, you said about the dots, but it also happens with the joinha. I have no idea how to, and I have no idea why people misunderstood this. This is just a dot. This is just a joinha. So why?
Yeah, for me,
And
it's hard to understand the okay because it's very serious.
There is a joke related to this sign of that when you become a boss, you only can say it like this in a message because sometimes my boss do it a lot of times. So there is a joke related to this. When you become a boss, you cannot say another thing without this in a WhatsApp, for example. There's a joke, of course.
oh, Jesus. And what about you, Laura? Do you have a problem with text message?
Yes, I have several problems, especially with my work that I work with teachers and professors because of my work, because I develop educational content. So sometimes I try to explain some adaptation that is needed to do in a document, for example, and I started to write the message and the comment, and then I try to reread several times if my text is clear. And if I think that is not, I just delete it and send a message to the teacher. So let's talk online in a session, and I prefer discuss some things in a synchronous environment instead of just texting. And yes, so I try to, I think my strategy is to reread like 3 or 4 times, especially with messages at work. I try to reread it so I can see if it's clear. Or I share with a friend, like, hi, is it clear that message? What did you understand with that text? So I use it that to, if I'm in a doubt, if my message is clear, I just share with a friend. And I have also I face some challenge with my mom. My mom uh, she doesn't understand the text messages, especially in WhatsApp. So I hate audio messages in WhatsApp. I hate, but with my mom, I needed to to use it. Yeah,
Question, but do you hate send or listen audio messages?
both. I don't know why. Because I don't know. Like in WhatsApp, I think my mind is already connected with writing, and for me, sending an audio is a bit weird. But okay, like with my mom, she knows that, but she continues saying sending audios, and I needed to answer her with audios too. I already tried to text mess like long messages, short messages, and anyone is working. So let's go with audio.
Yeah, and I have that serious problem that when I send a audio message, I still listen my own audio. And Jesus Christ, this is so strange.
Yes, yes, I do that.
Yeah, and what about you, Andrea? Do you have problems with text message?
Yes, I have problems, and like Laura, I don't like to send the audio messages. Just sometimes, if I am at home, for example, I have time to say something, and I want to say in a quickly way. I send audio message, but I like to message, tap the message, and I always have problem with my mom because my mom always understands everything that I put on the WhatsApp wrong. Okay, so I remember this week, she sent me some photos about the Pascua. I don't know what to say, something like that. And I was working. Oh, okay, parabéns. Oh, congratulations. He put the emojis, palminhas. Okay. The another day, she sent me a message. It's okay with you because I think yesterday you are not good. No, I was good. I was just working. That I needed to work. So it's something like that. Okay, my mom, it's terrible. Uh, but I try to send a message, and I always finish the message with the some emojis. If I am like do or so happy, or even if I am stressed, I try to put it with the emojis, I think it's can be more clear. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not allowed anymore. Dots, uh, joinhas, sign off okay, and clap hands. It's
Yeah.
not allowed anymore.
Yeah, exclamation. I love put exclamation in the final of the the test, guys.
Why not?
It's to emphasize what you are typing.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, and girls, there is some situations that make us feel more comfortable. For example, here we are talking English, and this is an online environment. This is not a person environment. And I do not feel comfortable, for example, when I need to talk with someone in person, when I need to present a job in person. When I hear, I feel really comfortable. I can present, talk with many people at the same time. There's no problem. But in person, it's a challenge to me. So I really want to know if, Laura, do you think that online meetings are easier to hide your emotions than in-person meetings?
So I have this problem too, like in person. Sometimes I feel anxious talking, especially in English. Probably I would never do that, like talk in English with four people in person. Uh, and yes, I think it's hard to I don't know. I think that if you are in person, I have some problem, like a personal problem, that when you are online, you are like, I'm for example, I'm in my home, so I feel very comfortable here because it's my space. And if I'm in person, for example, in a company, in a meeting, in a company in person, I feel I can hide more my emotions because I'm not feel comfortable. So I learned from myself that I needed to control more in an online environment, because sometimes I don't know, my face doesn't hide anything, and in person sometimes, as is not my environment, my home, maybe it's easier to have the appropriate body language.
It's interesting because in my case, when I in in-person meeting, I feel that I'm not acting so natural. It seems like I'm kind of acting, so it's interesting. And what about you, Larissa? Do you think that online meetings are easier to hide your emotion than in-person meetings?
Yes, I agree with you. And Laura said something interesting about our place because I feel more comfortable in my house at home. Now, for example, I'm in my Um, oh my God, I think you don't hear me, guys.
Yes, I'm listening.
Are you hear me, guys?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
yes, we can hear. There is
Yes.
a bit
Okay,
delay,
okay,
but
because
it's
my
possible
connection.
to hear.
Okay, okay. Okay, so I will turn off my camera. Maybe it's okay now. So guys, let me try again. In my case, I feel more comfortable in my house because it's my place. Yeah, it's my comfort zone. And for me, it's uncomfortable to get out my comfort zone. So as Leo said, sometimes I need to fake something, but I'm not lie because it's another personality from me, more serious. And yeah, I think in person it's difficult to hide, but we can fake our emotion, our gesture, and that's it, guys.
Yeah, we will discuss a little bit more about it in a few minutes. And what about you, Andrea? You are with your mic open, so go on.
Yes, I agree with the girls because I think when you are in your home, for example, it's your place, you will feel more comfortable. And if you are not comfortable, you can drink a wine, for example, a glass of wine, and everything will be okay. Just kidding, guys. But sometimes I do it, just to, yeah, relax a little. But when you are in a job or, in another place, and you need to deal with a lot of people that sometimes you don't know or you are not so into with this person. I think it's more difficult. But the good side is maybe you can control your emotions, like if you are nervous, you try to not show the, for the person that you are nervous. But I think in online environment, it's easier to hide the emotions.
Yeah, and you you make a joke about it, drink something, but it works.
Yeah, a
It's
lot.
yeah. So I have a book that is The Power of Quiet People, and she said that she's uh Jesus Christ, I forgot the words. She presents many TED about her book, and she talks that at the beginning she drank a shot of some alcohol beverage because she it that helped her to be more
To
comfortable to
relax.
yeah to relax. So yeah, it works.
Nice.
And what about you, Camila?
I don't have any problems in person, but there's one thing that I don't like it when you have the feeling that someone is looking at you. I hate these kind of things. And sometimes, for example, if I have to go to the office and someone said to me, "Oh, I thought you were taller." So it's a problem sometimes. Well, because in an online environment, maybe you cannot show, for example, about your I don't know how to say this, if you are taller or short person. And then we can, when we meet someone at the office, they are like judging, not judging, but they are analyzing in you, and I hate these kind of things. Even if I am at the supermarket, whatever, I hate when I felt that someone it's really look at me like oh, I hate these kind of things. So I because I don't have any problem with a person. I think it's good because you can show what which kind of person you are, and sometimes you need to fake it, okay. But you can show that you're a kind person. And online, you sometimes you don't have this space to show which person you are for real. So I hate these little things related to judge or look a little bit. As women, we know that we need someone to look at our hair, our I don't know, bodies. So it's happened a lot, I guess.
Definitely. And here in this environment, it's hard to make connections sometimes, because sometimes, especially at the work, we start meeting to start work, and we almost do not have time to talk about our personal life, to discuss about what is going on in our lives. So we do not drink a cup together. So it makes a huge difference. And Camila, you said about being judged, and still talking about body language. Can a good use of body language can help you to influence people or get a job?
I think this is a good point because I had some interviews, and I think your message it's at the beginning of the conversation. Sometimes we even can answer all the questions, but the person are look at your the way that you can then you express yourself. So I think it's a good point. I had the interviews that I am hired because just because about the communication. If you can talk with someone or about the other areas without feeling shy, because I know we have introverted person, but if you are really shy, you cannot have a good communication at the company. So I think he is one of the things that the online interview could judge you if you are able to have a good communication, in, no matter which kind of hierarchy, I guess, hierarchy, and you need to deal with different kind of persons. So I think it's really important, and more than about your skills, I guess.
Yeah, actually, communication is a skill, and it's a huge necessary skill. So you said something really interesting about be shy to communicate, and it was my first problem at my first job because I'm really shy. So here I start to communicate with the people, talk with many people, different people, lead immersion, talk with different people, and kind of help me a lot. So now I can start a conversation at my job, but my first feedback was you needed to talk.
I think we here have the opportunity to improve these kind of things because you are with your camera open and you have to talk in another language and you have to find a way to solve problems with questions. So I think it's a good test or a good way to improve this. Everything okay?
Yeah. Uh, everything is going on today, girls. Let's go to.
Please be
Yeah,
in your house. Don't go outside. Be safe.
yeah. I would like to add something about the answer of Camila. And we are live on YouTube, you know, so we are speaking English, so you are exposed in another universe, I think. And I am very shy too. And I really agree. I totally agree that this environment here on Talk and Talk changed all the my life, maybe the Leo's life, and others, because when I started here in 2021, guys, I found Talk and Talk on Instagram, and it took me 2 years to have the courage to enter in this platform to speak in English. Yeah, because my English is so bad. Now it's better, but 3 years ago it was terrible. So when I started here, I was completely shy, but I've never entered with my camera closed, you know. Every time with my camera open, and it's helping me a lot. And being host is change everything, you know. I am more confident to speak with another with another person, and I can't, how can I say that? I don't know. Sometimes it's difficult to express myself. And I can use this skill that I have now in another part of my life, because if you have an idea, guys, I went to Lollapalooza for 3 days completely alone. I was there alone, just enjoying the concerts. And I think because of this environment, I could do it, okay? So it's really nice for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and let me add something to here on Talk and Talk. It's more than language. We develop our communication skill, our
Yeah.
confidence, our ability to deal with a different situation. So it's an amazing place.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, like I'm starting this week, and I had this decision to enter a Talk and Talk because of that. Because I have English classes with a particular teacher that she's with me for a long time, but it was a conversation that I was talking to her, that, for example, I was speaking English only with her 1 hour per week, which is not good to develop that communication skills, especially, for example, in my case, I would like to have like an international job. And so I needed to gain that confidence speaking English. So yes, that's why I made that decision. So to practice and to speak with other people with different accent and culture. So this is a huge experience.
Yeah, and talk about many different topics. Here, Jesus Christ, there's some topics that are really hard to talk about. So we need to learn new expressions and new words. So it's hard. It hurts, but it's good. Yeah. And curious, we are almost finished our time. It was really, really fast, but it was amazing. But to finish this conversation, I really want tips. So how we can improve our body language. So please give me a tip, Andrea.
My gosh, me? Oh my gosh, I really
Yeah,
don't know how we can improve our body language. Um, maybe, let me see. Maybe be more confident. You can improve your body language. I don't know. I think that's it.
good one. And what about you, Larissa?
I don't know, maybe talk in front of the mirror, just with you, and to improve your body language. Could be this.
Perfect. Laura?
Yes, so long years ago, I participated in a body language in a workshop about body language, and the speaker said a tip that for me it's huge. When, for example, you are feeling sad or not okay, and you need, for example, to present something, you need to be a speaker. So you try to send that message to your body. So, for example, you can fake your smile or moving like your body in a way to express yourself, like can make like long, like movements. So this will sending a message to your brain that you are feeling happy. So you can fake with your body, and then it can become authentic. So I try to use that tip.
Good one. Camila?
I agree with Laura. I read something about it. When you're not feeling good, you have to do it. I forgot the name of the pose, and you have to wake up your head and just thinking about positive things, or maybe you have to talk with yourself just 1 hour. I need to be here. I need to do this. So let's do it. And then later you can feel what are you feeling. But sometimes you need to know the environment doesn't permit this kind of feeling. It is not so good, but we have to deal with this, I guess.
Yeah. And I think my tip is take a breath. It's pretty common to me when I'm feeling nervous. I speak a lot and very fast, and I cannot breathe. So when I feel that I start to feel uncomfortable, I remember to myself, breathe. And then I started to pay attention to the way I'm talking, the way what impression my bars is talking. So when I start to breathe, I start to pay more attention in my voice and my body. So it's important to me. And girls, that's it. I sent the link to our survey on the chat, so please insert this, okay? And that's it, girls. And have a great weekend. And I really hope to see you here again next Friday. Okay? See you all.
Okay.